Imagine driving down the road on your way to work. The sun is shining, the radio is playing your favorite song, and everything seems perfectly normal. Suddenly, without any warning, the ground opens up beneath you, swallowing your car whole. It's a terrifying thought, isn't it? It sounds like something out of a movie, but it happens more often than you might think. Sinkholes are a real and present danger in many parts of the world. These gaping holes in the earth are called sinkholes, and they can appear with little or no warning. They can form in a matter of minutes or over several hours. In 2013, a man in Florida was sleeping in his bed when a sinkhole opened up beneath his house. The ground simply gave way and his entire bedroom was swallowed. He tragically disappeared into the earth and his body was never recovered. This incident shocked the community and brought attention to the dangers of sinkholes. This dramatic event highlights the power of nature and the importance of understanding how these geological formations occur. Sinkholes are a natural phenomenon, but they can have devastating effects. Sinkholes can range in size from a few feet to hundreds of feet across and can be shallow or incredibly deep. Some are small enough to go unnoticed, while others can cause massive destruction. They form when the ground beneath our feet literally collapses in on itself, creating a void that can swallow anything in its path. Understanding the causes and signs of sinkholes can help mitigate their impact and save lives. So, how do these holes in the earth form? What causes the ground to suddenly give way, creating these dramatic and often dangerous voids? The answer lies in the way water interacts with the bedrock beneath the surface. It's a slow and silent process that can have sudden and catastrophic results. Much of the Earth's surface is made up of what geologists call karst terrain. This type of landscape is particularly susceptible to the formation of sinkholes. Karst landscapes are characterized by soluble bedrock, such as limestone, dolomite, and gypsum. These rocks can be easily dissolved by water over time. Over time, as rainwater seeps into the ground, it slowly dissolves these rocks, creating a network of underground cavities and channels. This process is gradual but relentless. Think of it like dropping an antacid tablet into a glass of water. The tablet fizzes and dissolves, leaving behind empty spaces. The tablet slowly dissolves, leaving behind empty spaces and a weaker structure. This is a small-scale example of what happens underground. Similarly, the acidic rainwater gradually eats away at the bedrock, weakening the foundation beneath our feet. This erosion process is invisible but powerful. This process can take thousands, even millions of years. The landscape we see today is the result of countless years of geological activity. However, once the underground cavities become large enough, the overlying soil and rock can no longer support their own weight. The ground suddenly collapses, creating a sinkhole. This dramatic event can happen in an instant, but it is the result of a long, slow process. There are three main types of sinkholes: dissolution, cover subsidence, and cover collapse. Each type forms in a slightly different way, but they all share the same basic cause: the erosion of underground rock. Dissolution sinkholes form gradually over time as the bedrock dissolves. These sinkholes are often shallow and bowl-shaped. Cover subsidence sinkholes occur when the soil above the bedrock is sandy and permeable. The soil gradually seeps into the cavities below, creating a slow, settling depression in the ground. The most dramatic and dangerous type is the cover collapse sinkhole. These sinkholes form when a layer of clay or other impermeable soil sits above the bedrock. The clay creates a roof over the cavity, masking the void below. When the cavity becomes too large, the roof suddenly collapses, creating a steep-sided sinkhole that can open up in an instant. Section 4. Around the world in sinkholes. Sinkholes can occur anywhere in the world where soluble bedrock exists. This type of bedrock, which includes limestone, gypsum, and salt beds, can dissolve over time when exposed to water. As the bedrock dissolves, it creates underground voids. When the surface layer can no longer support its own weight, it collapses, forming a sinkhole. However, some regions are more prone to sinkhole formation than others. These areas often have a combination of soluble bedrock and significant water flow, which accelerates the dissolution process. Florida, for example, is notorious for its sinkholes due to its underlying limestone bedrock and abundant rainfall. The state's unique geology and climate make it a hotspot for these dramatic ground collapses. Other sinkhole-prone areas include parts of Kentucky, Tennessee, Alabama, Missouri, Pennsylvania, and Texas. These regions also have the right combination of soluble bedrock and water flow to create sinkholes. Sinkholes are not just a problem in the United States. They can be found in many other parts of the world where similar geological conditions exist. They occur all over the globe, from China to Mexico to Slovenia. Each of these countries has its own unique geological features that contribute to sinkhole formation. One of the most impressive sinkhole formations in the world is the Zhaozhai Tiankeng in China, also known as the Heavenly Pit. This natural wonder is a testament to the power of geological processes. This massive sinkhole is over 2,000 feet deep and is home to a unique ecosystem of plants and animals. The isolation of the sinkhole has allowed for the development of species that are found nowhere else on Earth. Another famous example is the Great Blue Hole in Belize, a giant underwater sinkhole that formed thousands of years ago when sea levels were much lower. This sinkhole is a popular site for divers and scientists alike, who are drawn to its deep blue waters and unique marine life. These natural wonders highlight the powerful forces at work beneath the Earth's surface. They remind us of the dynamic and ever-changing nature of our planet and the incredible geological processes that shape our world. Section 5. Our hands in the earth. While sinkholes are a natural phenomenon, human activities can significantly exacerbate their formation. Overpumping of groundwater, for example, can lower the water table, reducing the support for the bedrock above, and increasing the likelihood of collapse. Construction and development can also contribute to sinkhole formation. Heavy buildings and infrastructure place additional stress on the ground, while paving over large areas can alter natural drainage patterns, further concentrating water runoff and increasing the rate of erosion. Leaking underground pipes can also create cavities beneath the surface. As water escapes from damaged pipes, it can erode the surrounding soil and rock, compromising the ground's integrity and increasing the risk of collapse. Section 6. Recognizing the signs. While sinkholes can form with little warning, there are often telltale signs that the ground is becoming unstable. Learning to recognize these signs can help you avoid becoming another sinkhole statistic. One of the most obvious signs is the development of circular depressions or cracks in the ground. If you notice doors and windows suddenly sticking or becoming difficult to open, it could be a sign that the foundation of your house is shifting due to ground subsidence. Other signs to watch out for include leaning or tilting trees and fence posts, sudden drainage of ponds or lakes, wilting vegetation in a circular pattern, cloudy or muddy well water after rainfall. Section 7. Explore the depths. Sinkholes are a fascinating and sometimes frightening reminder of the powerful forces constantly shaping our planet. While they can pose a significant risk to human life and property, they can also be places of incredible beauty and scientific wonder. I encourage you to learn more about sinkholes and the geological processes that create them. Explore the websites of organizations like the United States Geological Survey, or USGS, for detailed information on sinkhole formation, prevention, and safety. The earth beneath our feet is a dynamic and ever-changing environment. By understanding the forces at work, we can better appreciate the wonders of our planet and learn to live in harmony with nature. Stay curious, keep exploring, and never stop asking questions about the universe around us.